All right, Rob, we're back again.
Yes, we are. We're back.
We're back again. It seemed like forever. We haven't been here since Saturday. Hey, just shout out to Michaela Daniels again for coming on. I know we had fun on Saturday, so I want to shout out to her and thank her again for coming on. That was a blast. That meant a lot to us. I know that you were ecstatic, seeing her on the screen. You said, Phil, we got to talk to D1. So, yes,
Yeah,
we did. That was nice of her to come on.
yeah. That interview was really fun. I really enjoyed that. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure to check it out.
Uh, Also, Ryan, I saw we're actually Michaela's game. We're going to recap the UConn game tonight that just got over the big win, blowout win. But I saw Michaela Daniels' game was actually postponed due to the weather. Talk about bad weather out west or down south. Whew.
Yeah, yeah. And we also have bad weather around here too. So snow's coming all around. So bad weather.
Okay, so UConn, actually the rankings. Let's start with the rankings because the rankings came out last. Who was it? It was just about a day ago, I think.
On Monday.
Uh, yeah, the top 16. I tell you, I don't think. I think that UConn. I think this is just what UConn needed, like an injection in the arm. I mean, it's. I don't. I've got to be totally honest with you. I'm not too sure how they were on the radar, like how they were doing before Paige Beckers arrived there and Sailor. But I mean, talk about when you don't know what's going to happen down the road. Like, who would have ever thought, okay, here's Paige Beckers coming in as a freshman, or she's arriving early and she's going to make this big of an impact this early. Like, I don't know if anybody could argue or anybody saw this coming. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing what she's doing and how she's almost leading every single game in points coming in as a freshman. One of the top recruited. I'm not sure if she was number one in the class, but I know she was really high up there. She's doing an amazing job for the Huskies so far.
She is. So again, let's go ahead and go over the game tonight. It was UConn wins 77-32, a major blowout over St. John's, and we already saw it coming, Ryan. Again, I think that the whole nation is on UConn alert now that Paige Becker's joined. I mean, so Christyn Williams, she had 21 points for UConn tonight, and she was actually the 2018, I think, number one player in her class coming into the NCAA. So again, that's guard Christyn Williams. She had 21 points, and then guess who was right behind her? Paige
Paige
Beckers with
Beckers.
20.
Yep,
Yep,
that's
Paige
right.
Beckers. Paige Beckers was 20, and then Sailor. Uh, Wanted to note Sailor contributed in tonight's game with 3 points. Um, Again, it's not much to the ball game. Connecticut improves to 17-1, and then St. John's Red Storm, they dropped to 6-12 on the year. Brian, it looked like the box score, Connecticut, it was at the end of the first quarter, it was 18-6, and Huskies never looked back.
Yeah, that's something in the past two games. The Huskies really have struggled getting off to a good start, and tonight they really did a good job heating up early and getting that early lead so they could dominate the rest of the game. But like you mentioned, they're on a 7-game win streak, improved to 17-1. I would expect them to be number one again next Monday on the new rankings. And when they got this number one this past week, that's the 246th time all time, 246th week all time. That's more than double to the next closest team, which is the Tennessee Vols. They have had the number one spot 112 times, but 246th time, that's just incredible.
Yeah, and again, we talk about the rankings coming out, and again, the top 16 is what the league or the committee rather revealed the top 16. UConn at number one, and I tell you, we already know why. We wasn't surprised, not one bit. I think the country really woke up. If you're watching girls college basketball, I think they woke up when they upset number 1 South Carolina. Was it just last week?
Yeah, just last week in overtime.
So I think that's what really, a win like that, man. It's a team can be dangerous. Once you see something like that happen, it's still some basketball left. But Ryan, March is here pretty soon. But I mean, the more I think about it, how dangerous this team will be next year and the year after and then the year after.
Yeah.
Because of all these underclass ladies joining the team early, and the experience, Ryan, is going to be so huge. Because think about it, like you can argue girls like Sailor and Paige that are arriving early, and I'm going to talk about another girl that we missed in the last episode. But like Sailor and Paige arriving early, they're going to have an edge. To me, we always talk about how important experience is in sports, right? I think to me, it's going to play a huge role, and they're only going to get better. Just when we thought we saw them at full potential going into college, I think it's going to really help that they joined early.
Yeah, I think there's only one junior. There's no seniors, I don't believe, on the
There's
UConn
none. There is
roster.
none.
Only
Yeah,
one.
somebody confirmed that last time we were on. There
Yeah,
are no seniors.
yeah. There's only one junior. A lot of sophomores and freshmen. So I expect this team to be good for the next 2 or 3 years. And Coach Gino does such a good job. We mentioned the last time we talked about UConn, his legacy at UConn, how he does such a great job with the new players arriving early, or the ones that arrive late that are freshmen, getting them in the system, getting them used to the plays, and everybody on the team, all the teammates, they help each other, learn the new plays and get some minutes, help them at practice. So that all comes together, and that's what makes this team so great.
So let's go over. We already went over the box score. Ryan, I wanted to mention AZ Fudd, because I wanted to thank, if whoever the person is that brought her up, I wanted to thank this person if they're watching this episode. Thank you very much for bringing her name up. We cannot forget about AZ Fudd. We totally forgot to mention this superstar, and I'm glad someone brought it up last episode after we were off air. Ryan, if you didn't already check her out, you probably heard of her already. If you didn't check out her highlights, you have to look. I mean, she's the number 1 player in the 21 class. And I was watching highlights of AZ and Paige a lot, which they were like not documentaries, but they were just like, videos where you can put them together,
Right.
and go around, and, when you're going to get ice cream or you're going out to a restaurant, and they put all their clips together of them hanging out. And I tell you, they're super best friends, it looks like. And I think that shared time off of the court, I think it probably, most likely, I'm almost sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, AZ is a great player, but I think it played a huge factor too. Paige Beckers went there, and how close they are. It seems like they grew up together. I might be wrong, but just think about that time that they shared off of the court growing up, and the strong connection. I think this will blend well for Coach Gino, because we know in any sport, Ryan, how big chemistry is with your teammates on and off the court, and we definitely talk about the connection. You know, or we will be. We'll be talking about the connection, I think, for years to come with Paige and AZ Fudd. So I remember we were talking about the bright future for Sailor and Paige, but now we got the big three. So now if you want to think it, now if you want to think of NBA style, Ryan, you got LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh.
Yeah, Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. This UConn team and their fans definitely have a lot to look forward to in the future with these upcoming players. And there's so many young players coming in, and you're exactly right. Chemistry plays a huge part, not only on the court but off the court as well. All that time spent in the gym before the games. It all pays off. It all comes together in the games in real speed, and that's just another reason why this team's so good.
She's set to AZ Fudd, that is expected to join Paige and Christyn Williams It was for the 21 and 22 season. So she'll be there next year, if all goes to plan. But I wanted to hit on this really quick, Ryan. I think, again, we talk about coaching and this and that. I think, and ultimately, I think it comes down to the players that you have on the field, on the court, whatever. They have to deliver. But I want to talk to you about so many times in sports. I couldn't wait to see what you're here to say about this. So many times we talk about experience, right? We just went over that. I'm just wondering, you're seeing, you mentioned that UConn had trouble jumping out to early leads, right, in the last couple of games,
Right.
before they went on the strong run. I'm just wondering, as March approaches, will this come back to haunt them? Will this come back? Because we talk about the young talent, no seniors. Of course, they're all the top prospects in the nation, but will it come back? Because when you look down at the top four, who are you looking at? The very talented South Carolina, whom they beat, and they took them into overtime. And maybe they'll see him again. And then you have number 3, Stanford, number 4, Louisville. So I'm just wondering what, will experience eventually play. I think it's too early to tell now. I'm going to wait until the regular season's over, and maybe you and I can fill out our brackets together. But I'm just wondering, will it come back to bite them?
Yeah, I honestly don't think it will. This team is on a 7-game win streak, and they might not have a lot of experience, but these players are the best in the nation, in my opinion. And, they have a lot of momentum going down the stretch, heading into March Madness. I expect them to win out. They have a pretty easy schedule. Their best opponent is Marquette. That's their last game. But I think they're going to finish the season with only one loss. That one loss coming for the Razorbacks when they played them. They'll probably finish on the top of the rankings again at number 1. And I think this team's going to be really dangerous in March Madness.
There you have it. Hey, an honorable mention, since we're back here at home, our Maryland team. Number 7, they're at number 7. So Ryan, they're not too bad either. Huh? I mean, they're up there.
Yeah, they are. I watched them play a little bit. Maryland shoots the ball really well. It's similar to UConn. So.
I saw where Maryland has the number 1 scoring offense in the country. So,
yeah.
And then I read in the last article that they have 4 Terps that are averaging double-digit points. I mean, that's, you're going to have to step up on defense no matter who you are. If you're going to beat Maryland, it seems like, with them having the number 1 scoring offense. I did not know that until Monday. I guess you told me Monday when the rankings came out.
Yes, they shoot about 50% from 3 most games, so that probably factors into why they're a top scoring offense. They can definitely shoot the long shot.
Yep. Hey, I want to remind you, join us tomorrow. We're going to try to come on tomorrow for an additional episode back to back. Ryan, before we came on tonight, I saw that Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres, 14-year, $340 million contract. Oh, boy. Say that one again. So we're going to go ahead and recap his contract and what it means for the San Diego Padres tomorrow, Ryan.
Yeah, a lot of big moves that we haven't covered this off season through baseball so far. So we'll definitely get you caught up on those, and can't wait to break that down tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We'll see you, Ryan.
All right, see ya.